Good evening. Just a second. Okay. I am a little tardy tonight because I had some tech issues. I was playing around with fucking, let's see, that. Yes. I was in the middle of trying to change some settings up on OBS, and it didn't quite go as planned. I raised up my bitrate for one, so that maybe some clarity is a little better on stream, because I noticed that sometimes there's a little fuzziness when I'm doing stuff, and I wanted to improve the clarity a bit. Second, I wanted to try and see if I could figure out a way to make desktop capture work instead of using game capture all the time. I know game capture is usually better, but desktop capture would make it so I don't have to hit a hotkey all the time and all this other stuff, and it'd be easier to show certain things at certain times. But that didn't happen. And so then I had to fucking be like, okay, why is this being the way it is? And so then when I re-added my game capture source, it wasn't working. Nothing would capture. And so I'm like, okay, what's going on here? And so I was trying to play around with it, and then computer crashed. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? It was probably just because there was just too much going on. But I got everything working now. Today is mostly going to be like this. Let me just put some music on for myself. Y'all won't be able to hear it, mainly because I don't want DMCA problems. Let me see here. Ah, fuck. I'll put on some Stradivarius tonight. Why not? Let's see if the bitrate fucks up while I'm doing this. Oh yeah, there's some spicy bit rates going on with this. Oh, not completely. But what's nice about streaming is that I don't feel the pressure. I don't have to worry about being late to work, basically. I like being able to go at my own pace and stuff. It's nice. I do feel a little bad when I end up streaming a little late, because I like being on time. But, you know, whatever. It's not like I'm in a hurry. How do I want this to work? Would that be a little too confusing? In other news, our Halloween changes planned. Our Halloween plans changed. So instead of just sitting there doing things, well, we'll be just kind of lounging around on the 30th, but on the 31st, we're going to be going to another concert, because we figured now we're getting a feel for how to shop for tickets on the cheap, but also for concerts that we can actually attend to and are interested in. It's a secret. I don't like the way this L looks. It looks weird. Let's see, what else? What else? Oh yeah, there's also, yeah, in the top right there, you should see it, there's a chat replay now. So everything you fuckers say in chat will be immortalized. It's there for good. And this is mainly just because, well, why not? But also, there's this. Check this out. I need to move it, though. Because it's a little bit on the off side. I need to move it a little bit. There we go. Well, look at that, though. Isn't that nice? Did that move it over here, too? It did, but whatever. I'm good. I'm very happy with how that looks, though. It took me, like, a week. Oh. Whoops. Thank you for telling me. Welcome to my stream where everything's a chaotic mess. It's okay, though. It's okay. Shh, shh, shh. If I do get a DMCA strike, it's only one. It's only one. It's okay. But I'm so happy with this. It took me all week to do. On and off, sure, but it took forever. Anyway. Oh no. Here we go again. Fucking game capture isn't working again. That's cool. Oh man. The fun never ends, huh? Please. I'm begging you, OBS. Why are you not capturing? That's just weird. It works when it wants to. It was working 5 seconds ago. There we go. It just decided to be a slow waker. That's what it is. It's a slow waking thing. Yeah, it's been a very interesting start to my day. Click. Is the audio still on? Is the music still on? It doesn't look like it. Bitrate, please. Some totem pole or flag in case either of us need to break for the bathroom or sit down for a little. The concert was fun, but my only thing is that just I have a thing about personal space that is very, very difficult to get over. Right? Like, I do not like it when people get too close to me at all. Like, it freaks me out a little bit. That is the one thing that has me a little apprehensive, because I do not like it when people get very close to me like that. Like, that shit completely buggers me. Wow, bitrate is hella unstable tonight. Wonder why. Like, it's going all over the place. And then it evens out. I don't know. Is it... I'm not getting any errors yet. I'm just like, man, I've already had a morning full of tech issues. Please, I just want one thing to work. Well, I'm not saying we can't move up closer. I am just warning you that that's a thing, right? That's just a thing. But hopefully going to more concerts in general will help kind of alleviate that a little bit. You know what I mean? This L does not want to take form, by the way. It feels like, how the fuck am I supposed to make this look good? I have an idea. What if I did kind of like, right? Kind of like this. That just looks weird. But I will persevere with it a little bit. It went from Stradivarius to fucking Rhapsody of Fire. Which, that's fine. I like Rhapsody of Fire. It's just, damn. I distinctly put on Stradivarius, though. I say this even though I have every bit of control over it, and I'm just electing not to do anything about it. L's are so mundane that they're so hard to stylize. Maybe I don't need to do that much. Just kinda... Because, I mean, so are I's, right? And yet I managed to do that with I, so why can't I do it with an L? Boink. Just like that. Then again, maybe it would help if I was listening to music that was a little more chill. I'll put Stradivarius back on. Maybe that's just, I just need the right music. You haven't seen any dips in quality? That's good. Good to hear. Maybe not that. That's the wrong button. I accidentally hit the Windows key. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna actually activate. Which one was it? Window lock. Which key is that? No, that's not what I want. Is it with FL? Hang on. There we go. Cool. So I learned that Winlock makes it so that if you accidentally hit the Windows key, it doesn't make the thing pop up. The OS thing stuff. Which is very useful because that stuff can be very intense on hardware. Like, it's not like I don't have like a strong enough computer to handle basic operating system stuff, but at the same time it's just like, it's still kind of a problem to get yanked out of what I'm doing and into, hey, hi, it's me, Windows 10, how are you? You know what I mean? Let's see. My goal now is mainly to finish the font. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make the stream panels. Yeah, we're going to make the stream panels and stuff. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. About the, cursive L's. I'm just kind of throwing this together. I'm just like, I'm trying to keep it all in theme with everything else. Or something. I don't know. Try not to shy away from the line tool too much, because it is still a useful tool. I don't want to abuse it, but I don't want to not use it. Hello, audio change. Thank you. Pleased to know that we have the universal means of mixing our audio on YouTube. Ah! I have to turn that down now. It's a little loud. There we go. I'm gonna keep... I'm gonna do this. Boink. Good paste. That way it's on its own layer. Move it over a bit. I'm gonna try a different L. And see if I like this new one more. Because that one's fine, but... I don't know. It's just kind of like, is that really how I want that to look? You know what I mean? Line tool to the rescue. There we go. I kind of like that one a little more. Just need to fill it in, clean it up a bit. Do I want this to be... Nah. We're gonna go back to the other one. In fact, what I'm gonna do, we're gonna do this. That's better. I like that. That feels like that lines a lot more with everything else that's going on here. In this here's font soup. It's a font soup. Not a font do. But it could be if you want it to be. I don't know. Just cleaning this up a little and making it more even. So everything's more uniform in place. Maybe something like that. Could also do something like this, too. Where it's like... Maybe? I think I'll stick with that. It's okay. I feel like I'll probably end up changing it later, but I think right now it's okay as it is. Let's zoom in on this M a little bit. Hmm. Perhaps. Oh, well, I accidentally hit the lock. Not that. Wait, no, don't delete all of that. I still need some of that. Let's make this a nice little point to work with. No, not delete. That, yes, that, there we go. I have no idea how I managed to make this so uneven looking. Huh. Meh. Because it's not, right? It is! What? Shit. Well, that's fine. Fill them feets in first. I want to get those feet filled in. There we go. That will do. I've said this before, but there's something about the way Rhapsody of Fire does their lyrics now that sort of bugs me. I feel like their older sound was a lot. I liked it a lot more. There we go. That's the best way I can put it without sounding like an asshole. There's just something about the way everything sounds nowadays from them that just doesn't quite click the way their older sound does. Not that I'm complaining about them changing things, because I don't want to be that person that sounds like, how dare things change, right? That's just not, it's just not the way to be. But to remedy that myself, I'm just listening to their older music instead of complaining. Okay, this looks a little plain, so what I'm gonna do. Something like that, right? Again, it looks really weird. I have an idea. We're gonna do this. Do that. There we go. That looks a lot better, I guess. Or does it? I don't know if I want that to look pointed or if I want it to look rounded like this. I'll stick it with that. Fuck it. I'll just stick with that. That looks okay. And then maybe put Bunch of these like this. Yeah, there you go. I just gotta follow a continuity with that, I guess. Follow a continuity with that. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Don't worry about it. Brrr. Make a little curl right there. Curl like hair. No, 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 no. Maybe like that. Yeah, there you go. Actually, no, no, no. More like right there. Yeah. Because what I want is for this to be like that. Okay, so this is not quite as close. Hang on.
I know the steps, but poorly.
We're gonna do this then. No, 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 no. Fuck it. Copy paste. I was thinking doing that and then making this part here a little shorter. I just need to remember that, well, merge it now, right? Save myself the pain later. And then clean it up. Because it's fuzzy around here. No! Fuck, I actually have to pee. I will be right back. Coffee, man. Also wanted to make sure to check the door while I was at it. Package should be coming in today with stuff in it that we are expecting. There we go. I think. I don't remember if that's actually the case. Okay, let me see here. I don't want to listen to Rhapsody of Fire right now. They're great. Don't mind. Don't worry about that. It's just like I'm just not in the mood for that right now. I'd rather listen to this right now. There we go. Oh shit. You'll say how I'm a burden, because you worst all at once. I know what you think from me. I know what you're thinking. There's a voice of all the others. You're only saying it yourself. I know what you want from me. I know what you're thinking. They cannot DMCA my voice. They just can't. If they were going to DMCA that, they would have already. Like, they are anal about that stuff. But I have 0 strikes. And all I've done is hum and sing these things for the past, like, 4 days. Same 2 songs, too, but I can't help it, man. You could say it sings to me. Oh, I'm a burden. It's your worst all at once. I know what you want from me. I know what you're thinking. Don't say it like all the other. You really said it to yourself. I know what you want from me. I know what you're thinking. And I think in a way they've also relaxed a lot of their DMCA stuff lately too. I don't remember for sure. I'm gonna have to actually look. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'll have to look at it before actually spouting nonsense, you know? But my logic dictates, well, by my logic, right? If they were going to DMCA me already, they would have done so. Since it is automated, you know what I mean? I could have put these in the other corners, but I don't want to. The voice of all the others. You've only said it to yourself. I know what you want from me. Know what you're thinking. Say how I'm a burden. You've all the worst all at once. I know what you want from me, from me. I know what you're thinking. One another. Only said it to yourself. I know what you want from me, from me. I know what you're thinking. This is a scraggly looking O right now. It's so scraggly, but I don't mind that. Oh. There we go. I got a plan for this. Trust me. No, I don't. It must not easy, it must not be. At that age, cherish the flowers beneath my feet. There's some just have changed in me. I used to feel so light. Now I'll try. This is the one thing I don't like about this brush, is that it does this, but you can make some really cool looks with this effect that it does. I'm still here. I'll be alive next year. I can make something good. Oh, something good. Look at the sky. I'm still here. I'll be alive next year. I can make something good, oh, something good. Just come to you naturally. Everyone knows. Using your gift, and it's plain to see. Something must have changed in me. I don't fear it anymore. Not sure. Hmm. I have a better idea than this thing. I tried, but let's try something different. I can. No. I want like an cursive kind of thing going on. Like that. So we'll do. Yeah. Yeah. Something like that, right? Like the little head feathers that come off of a quail. Ooh, here's another idea. No, I'm not doing that actually. Because then it'd be easily confused for a 0, and I'm not doing that. Sky, I'm still here. I'll be alive next year. I can make something good, oh, something good. Look at the sky. I have to look over at OBS every so often to make sure the microphone isn't like picking up the whole microphone wobbling around. It's at least putting my tendency to like jog my leg at ease. Thank fuck. This really do be looking weird though. Hmm. Let's try something a little different then. I have an idea. No. Wrong keybind. No, shh. Oof. Blossom's nice and all, but I ain't listening to that right now. I do not. Nah. Not now. I will choke up listening to that one. Like that one will be involuntary. Hopefully doing it this way will not. Fuck this up too much. Okay. Select, invert selection, please, thank you. Just to kinda... Now there is a thing I could have done to make this slightly easier on myself, but I didn't. Hang on. Nope. Shit. Okay, I almost had something. Hang on a minute. I need to just... Need to... double oval select? Like this? I should have done something like this for the... Vector placed. Cracked. Almost. That's almost where I want that. No. I think that's what I want. Try something. Alright. Alright, yeah. I'm gonna have to merge those layers. Completely forgot I had layers selected like that. And now I can do this. Look at me go. This will be a mostly clean. Oh yeah! It's a little tall, but... I don't know, it being a little tall is gonna be... a problem. So let's scrunch it a bit. Let's squish the boy. Just a little bit, just like that. There we go. Nearly lossless. You can see some fuzz that developed at the top there, but it's not that bad. So it's okay. I'll live with it. So now what I'm gonna do... Ooh, hang on. No. Too wide. Little off center. Okay. Will this be filling in like that? Yes, it will. Cool. That'd be weird to do for an O. Yes. Yes, in fact, it would. I will not do that. Get rid of it. We're gonna put just like, I don't know. Just a bunch of dots in the middle. Oh yeah. There's the other thing I wanted to do, which was like a little, kind of make it look like it was neat little, like a string being tied, right? With a little bit at the top like that. Something like that. Doink. Yeah. Again, like little feathers that come up off like a bird or something. I guess maybe just a little dot in the middle, maybe. We'll erase a little bit from the thing here, just to give it a slight, I don't know, detail. Doink. No. Don't do that. That's what I want. Yeah, I should have used like a symmetry thing for this, but oh well, it's okay. I can do it by hand. It will just take a little extra time and a few extra steps. It's no big deal. We will be okay. Just like that. Yeah. I'm hoping that doesn't look too weird when actually printed on, like, things. It looks a little thin compared to the other letters now that I'm looking at it. Maybe I should fix that. Kind of add some bulk here. Just a little, though. I think that kind of fucked up the curve a bit, but that's much better, I think. Although the 0 already is pretty damn distinct in it. Hmm. Tell you what, when in doubt, make a new layer. Put this on that layer, I guess. Does have the little O on it. Just put new layer. Just do. No. I kind of don't want to do the little. I just leave it at that. Don't want this taller than the. I hope y'all aren't buffering too much. My video playback is buffering a lot, and that doesn't bode very well. Like, if people are buffering too much, then I'll probably revert the bitrate stuff I did earlier. Hmm. Oh. Okay. That feel when you get something pop up from Discord, and you look at it and, like, you suddenly can't find it. Schrodinger's notification, I guess. Coffee. I don't want to have a mess of layers. I wanted to fix that before, oh god, voice. The voice cracks. I don't want to have a mess of layers. That's all. Boink. Actually, let's do all the way up. Shit. Yeah, there we go. Oh, one more. One more. Just about right there. There we go. I could use that circle select button thing again to do this, but I don't want to. So I won't. P. You know, for Pepsi. Peptis. Not a lot going on in this P's head right now. There's just stuff going on rent-free. Or something. No, that will make it look like an R. But what if I do... Kinda like that. You hollow this out a little? In fact, I should have hollowed this out before adding this line here. But I didn't think to do that. It's okay. It's a little too late to undo it all the way. But I don't think I mind it. I don't mind. I feel like this is a bit much. A little too much going on here. We'll do that. Kind of like that. Yeah. I have an idea. I could actually do something like this too. Just to add a little something something up here. I guess that's fine. I'll leave it like that. Q. Q. How the fuck am I gonna do Q? Give me just a second. A reusable bag that collapses into a bird shape? What, is this something like someone has at the hospital, or is it like something you found on Amazon? It's funny though, you'd think that streaming and doing all this stuff, I'd be more used to hearing the sound of my own voice, and I'd be over that, like... What's the word for it? That self-loathing for it? But streaming didn't do it. And I don't think streaming was ever going to do it. Music, on the other hand, has helped. A lot, actually. especially since it's basically free voice training. You know, it's just like, well, I may as well at least try. Voice ain't really gonna change itself. I am spending all kinds of time on this. We haven't even started, like, lowercase letters yet. Can you believe it? Like, haven't touched them yet. We're only just now sort of approaching the end of the capital letters. I'm not complaining, by the way. It's just like, damn. This is another one of those things that you would expect wouldn't take as long as it does. But it's a little different compared to, like, just simply using my own handwriting for things. Because I'm actually trying to put some thought and effort into this. What if I had a little funky bit here to kind of make it look like a, oh, maybe like a tongue or a tail or something. Give me a minute, I'm texting. There we go. Personal stuff. Don't worry about it. It's taken care of. What am I gonna do? Ooh, wait a minute. I know I could do. You know, EBDB and all that. Boink. Take that elevator to EBDB. R matey. Okay. Ooh, I had a thought with this B. I could do something like this. Kind of keep that theme going with the other letters too. Let's see. I'll just leave the L and the M as they are. I don't want to mess with that too much. This one I think I will change, actually. You know, there was actually a time when I just could not stand, like, being brought into anything, like, what's the word? Well, now that just looks like a stupid military stencil font. Not that that's a bad thing, it's just not what I want. Remember, like, the other day I was talking about how there are people out there who immediately tune the fuck out the instant they hear somebody singing. Like, they do not want any of that shit for some reason. And how I used to be one of those people? Yeah, you'd have to, like, wrestle my arms to get me to sing anything. Like, 10 years ago. I was a very angry like an angry and upset kind of person back then, though. And I was also living with people that insisted on trying to force me to do a lot of things that I really just legit did not want to do. And then they wondered why I never talked to them. Hmm. Try not to live too much in the past. But some things you just really shouldn't just forget about. You know what I mean? There are things in life you absolutely shouldn't let yourself just completely drop. Is that how I want to say it? Yeah, I think that is how I want to say that. What was it Kennedy said? It was like, forgive your enemies but never forget their names. Some shit like that. Even just, like, I still kind of feel like that's a good thing to hold on to. Like, I'm at a point where, like, yeah, a lot of the very authoritarian shit I had to put up with at that age, it's inexcusable but not unforgivable. There are very, very, very few things in life that are genuinely unforgivable. That's not to say they don't exist, but there are very few of them. And it's not like what else am I gonna do? It's pointless trying to pursue any confrontation over it. You know, and it's not like I could really reach out to them about that anyway. I haven't spoken to them in nearly 6 years at this point. Some shit like that. Hard to believe that it's only been that long. The time really has whizzed by. Time feels like it's going slowly, but too fast at the same time. That sounds a little negative, don't it? I'm not trying to be. R, matey. R for rad. Rad. Reiterpalach. Karthus. Curved sword. Like that's a little bulky up there. I don't want to do like this, right? In those funny manuscripts and stuff. I don't know what specific ones I'm talking about, but that's just kind of, you know. I hope you know, because I sure as fuck don't. That we do. The Necromangacon? I'm sure someone would just straight up make a manga out of the Necronomicon. I am sure. And I'm equally sure people would eat that up. Because no doubt, it would have to be interesting, right? They have one of those for everything these days. And then the next thing you know, we have all of these little cultists running around trying to summon up maid waifus. Speaking of which, I saw a post earlier today that was like, yeah, I'm gonna start calling HoloLive people industry plants. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of spicy. What? Okay. Ooh, spicy. Some people aren't gonna take too kindly to that kind of thing being called that. I, on the other hand, I'm like, I'm not gonna touch that topic with a 10-foot pole. But it was some sort of damage I had to take. I don't know. I need to get some lunch soon. Actually, it's almost 10:30, and I am getting of the hungry. Now, normally when my handwritten teas are very fucking weird, right? You have this. No, my handwritten teas are that. That looks like a J, you're probably thinking, and you know, you're right. Except that's how I do my J's. It's weird as fuck. To get the watch. I don't really know what possessed me to start doing my T's like that either. But it's things like that that make me not want to use my own handwriting for everything. It also doesn't help that I had to change up my fucking handwriting a little bit after people were like, I can't read this. Because I used to write in cursive a lot. And over time, people have slowly kind of forgotten how to write and read cursive. And so I had to change it a little bit. Another weird little handwriting quirk I have is my eyes. They'll dot them like that. And I've been doing that since I was a teenager. And so I don't even think about it anymore. I do the same with my J's. And then lowercase t is just that. I need a pee. All this coffee is running right through me. I'm gonna go get an early lunch while I'm at it. Enjoy the new BRB screen. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm sitting back down. I just want to eat first before I fucking continue working on stuff. So I'll be away for a few more minutes. Just give me a minute. That's better. I went down to fill up my water bottle while I was at it. Because water is important. And I also had to refill the pitcher. And so, like, I was getting ready to put the pitcher away, only to realize that it wasn't the pitcher that was in my hand that I was about to put in the fridge. It was my water bottle. Which means that I was deadass about to walk up here with the entire pitcher of water in my hand. Which they, it would be fine if, you know, it wasn't supposed to be filtered. I have to give the water some time to filter, you know. So it's not like I would be able to just drink it right away. I'd have to wait like several minutes for all the water to filter through. Because I live in a city, which means the water you get from the pipes is not the safest to drink right out the water. Right out the pipe. Like, yeah, they do the bare minimum, but it's still better safe than sorry with that kind of stuff. Ah, that's fine. That is all that would be enough to hydrate one unit. One individual unit. Meh. It's not perfect. I don't need it to be perfect, though. It is enough to amuse, and that is all I care about. I don't know if I want that. I don't know about that one. If I don't do, I need to do something extra with it though. It's gonna be a little bare. I mean, I could do something like this. You know, taking the time to actually analyze the music as I listen to it, I can see what I'm doing wrong in FL Studio myself. I make my stuff too complex. Because what I'm trying to do is I want to make stuff that actually has lyrics in it. And if you want lyrics in your song, you don't want too much going on in the background. You don't want to overwhelm your listener. I say this as if I know anything about music production. This is just my observations, I guess. I'm listening to Mirror for like the 1000th time in the past week. It's sad I've already got the... Well, it's not really sad. They're actually good lyrics to remember. But, you know, the bass is very... Bum, bum. It's very slow. There's not a lot going on with the bass. It's enough to get your ears to feel the vibration a little bit. But it's not intense bass. Even when the solo hits... This is good stuff for me to know and take note of, because I want to make stuff that's like that. Because what he released basically pushes the definition of what EDM is, in a way introduces a new genre to it. And that's what I want to contribute to right there. Because there's a lot of EDM artists out there, right? But there's something about Nurture that scratches an itch that there isn't a whole lot of out there, and I want to add more to that. Because why not, right? Why not? Nice, just... I don't want to have too much excitement going on with my music. Okay, that could look cool. The issue is that when you zoom out, it looks really strange, so I'm not going to keep it that way. Yes. Boink. Boink. Something wrong with me. Getting made you want more, and hoping made you hurt more. Someone tell me something comforting. There have been a number of times where I considered using software to change how my voice sounds, even on stream. But the thing that's made me not do that is, well, a number of things. First, it's a hard thing to do. But for another, it wouldn't hit the same. I don't think it'd be the same. I would want my actual voice. Especially as over the years, the more I make, and the more my voice changes, it will serve as a sort of chronicle that isn't streaming. Right? For how much I have changed. And that's another thing that has made streaming a very personal thing to me. I'm just gonna fill that in for now. We'll hollow it out later. I got other things I need to sort out with this first, such as... That U looks weird. I'm gonna change this a little bit. What I'm gonna do... No, that's not what I wanted. Copy like that. Just to kinda... Sudden rotation. There we go. Shit. You know, something I've come to really appreciate, weirdly enough. Updating my graphics driver. There's something about doing that that makes everything appear crisper and more colorful every single time. I don't know if it's a placebo effect or anything. I don't know. I don't work at Nvidia. I don't know what they're doing. Or what they're not doing. I have no idea, dude. But in a way, like, it's like, oh wow, I can't believe I was holding off on doing this. Everything looks so much nicer now. But it's things like that that I kind of want to celebrate with what I produce. Is just small pleasures in life. Among other things, like, something that can be summarized as a hand just on your shoulder when you're going through something rough. Something that tells you, hey, just take a deep breath, keep going, you got this. It's an egg. And for a long time, a lot of my fulfillment came from this stream. I used to take it significantly more seriously than I do now. I need to put some lotion on my tattoo. It's getting dry. I don't feel that's pressure to really... Like, I changed some things, right? Like, I tried to change a couple of things on stream, or for the stream today, just to experiment with something, and it didn't work out so well. But, that's a little different. I'm not exactly sitting here expecting a paycheck out of this. It's just something I do. Just like I post on things like Tumblr, not really for the notes or the interaction with other people. It's more so just a very personal journal of mine. It's very personal. It's very stream of conscious, and more for me than it is for other people. But it does feel weird to have something else in my life to be pouring so much time and dedication and care into. Because for a while, I was bitter about about the idea of being a musician. I was not voluntary. It really wasn't. It was kind of thrust on me. I was resentful. But now I'm kind of like, I kind of wish I had embraced it a little more, especially if I had known I'd be doing this kind of stuff now. You know what I mean? But that's okay. I'll be okay. It's not like I'm in a rush. I'm not rushing myself to make high quality productions of music. For what it's worth, I've been learning very quickly. It feels almost natural in a way. But it does bring some things back to my memory. I've said it before. I wanted to be a freelance artist once upon a time. And I genuinely put a lot of time and effort into making that work. But not only did the algorithms feel otherwise about the situation, but also I burnt myself out hella. I didn't mean to, but I was under a lot of pressure. You know, I was homeless at the time, and getting employed was a lot harder than it is right now. And before that, you know, you had I had these voices whispering over my shoulder constantly telling me, "Isn't it time you kind of grew up out of this stuff? Just be a normal fucking adult." And no, that's not how that works. Everyone goes around these things at their own pace. I don't want to see you waste your time, they'd say to me. My parents, some friends, even teachers. I don't want to see you waste your life like that on something that won't get you anywhere. And it's just like, well, I don't want to be a physicist. What good is sitting here memorizing the laws of Newton gonna do me other than certain common sense things that are already supposed to kind of be kept in mind when driving? Like, sure, I can calculate the force behind something moving, and I can tell you the maths behind that stuff. And I used to be very good at that stuff. Look what good that's done me now, though. And I didn't really want to pursue a career in that. The pressure that was put on me to pursue some sort of STEM career in that vein is exactly what burnt me out of wanting to do anything like that. Especially with software engineering and anything computer related. That stuff at least kind of comes in handy now, since I pretty much do everything on a computer, and I'm like that go-to person that some people that know me will go to when they have computer issues, and I'm like, yeah. But that's the thing, though. You know, my dad went down that route for his career. And following his footsteps is not something I want to do. I don't want to follow in the footsteps of somebody that was neglectful and disrespectful. And did a lot of damage to multiple people's lives. I don't want that. Like this, I'm never going to really be able to afford the bigger luxuries that some people absolutely fantasize over, but I feel like doing this kind of stuff, I've made more of a difference than if I had never left. And even if it's not much of a difference on other people, because, you know, sitting at the bottom will kind of keep that from happening. But I've grown a lot, learned a lot, was put to the fire very suddenly. Like, yeah, the path I chose isn't an easy one. But some people forget that the easy way is not necessarily the one that leads to you being a happy person in the end. Like, I've known a lot of people with very high paying jobs that just aren't happy with it. I don't know where I was going with any of that. I was just talking. It's a stream of conscious kind of thing, you know what I mean? I say that a lot. I'm not apologizing for it, though. Exactly. That message got kind of cut off in the chat replay. I'll do that. There we go. But not only that, but just I don't know. I think we've all faced a lot of I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just kind of like, I start a sentence and then I'm like, where am I even going with this? I don't know. It is kind of upsetting to see so many people so willingly divided about a lot of things. Let's start there. It's like, people forgot that in a lot of ways, the world is lucky to be our home. You know what I mean? It's like people in some ways kind of just forgot they just left the cable plugged in. I've been feeling significantly better ever since I stopped checking the fucking news. I'll check sometimes if I'm gonna go out, just to see if there's anything important I need to keep an eye on. but like, the doom scrolling addiction, a lot of people really need to learn how to move on from. It's just like, there's that, and then there's just like, it's just a constant, they want you to be angry and upset all the fucking time. And it's, some people just don't get that, I guess. But in a way, that's why I'm glad that lately I've been taking some more time to try and just do stuff. You know what I mean? I've stopped confining myself to just four walls. Because that's exactly in all I did for years. And years. Over a decade of my life, in fact. You know, it's just like, people sit there and tell you to touch grass on the funny Twitter website, but it's just like, no. I think everybody just needs to just take at least some time to go out and have a good time for once. You know, stop reading articles and stop lashing out at yourself and lashing out at everybody else. Everyone's had a rough couple of years. Everyone's had a rough couple of years. We don't need that in our lives. What we do need is to redo this M for one, because I don't like it. Now, I'm not trying to dismiss things like being angry about things as if it's just like it's demonic or evil or inhuman or something, because that's just not what it is. We all get mad and we all feel upset. But it's what you do with with those emotions that matters the most. Like, if I fucking screamed my head off when my computer crashed earlier, I would not be streaming right now. I'd still be fixing this. Peeps are in too much of a hurry. Peeps are in too... They're obsessed with all the wrong things in life. Well, that's why it's just like, is that really how it is, or is it just the internet? You step away from the internet, and you kind of just notice that suddenly, people aren't so bad. You stop it once you start removing yourself from the workhorse, workaholic mentality, and you stop giving into the rage culture of the internet. And you just go out, go down the street, take a bus, or take a drive down to the fucking local bar, and just get a fucking drink and sit down. There's good reason why a lot of people were not very happy with that stuff being closed. And I think it's pretty clear the effect on everyone's minds that it's had. And it's not because people are addicted to alcohol, it's because people were shut in for over a year without pause. And everyone was told just straight up, don't go outside. Hell, I remember somewhat relating to the people that were like, aha, yes, finally, the rest of the world gets to see how I live. And they were like, the smug, shut in. And it's just like, no. Uh-uh. Most of the time, I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going. And this is kind of the thing that makes it hard to talk, because I'm trying to at least make myself coherent in a way. I'm also multitasking. But I'm trying. I'm trying. And it's just weird too, being on this kind of fence. Not fence, but just this rock. This mental mindset. After so long of being an angry, belligerent, bristly person that so outwardly hated everybody and wanted complete distance from everything. And it's just like, damn, I did a lot of things and I said a lot of stuff that I really regret now. But I'm so happy to have moved past it. I fucking needed it. I needed it. It was a brain change that was just long over fucking due. And even now, and it's also kind of opened my eyes up a bit to some of the people that aren't helping with these things, right? Vinny Vinesauce, for example. Good fella. He does a lot of things that are very good. So I have no personal beef with him. However, that jaded mindset, right? That doesn't help anything. You're just spreading it. And therefore you're making it, you're amplifying it. The way I've come to be aware of that kind of stuff is just, especially on the likes of the internet, you have to watch what the fuck you're saying. Not because of censorship issues. It's not because of censorship, it's because if you say the wrong thing, it doesn't really matter how much you take it back. You're stuck with what you said. Like, that will be forever attached to you. Just because you forget doesn't mean the internet will. You know what I mean? Same thing with, Jabroni Mike. He's a funny dude, but he's also very negative. Very, very negative. And like I said, there's a lot of negativity in the world as it is right now. You know what I mean? I don't think people need to be publishing that negativity, because that just ends up creating a negative feedback loop for some people. People go to work, sometimes at customer service, sometimes they're at pre-registry at a hospital, sometimes they're just the person behind the front desk at a hotel or at a gas station, and they will see all kinds of shit that's so much worse. You know what I mean? They like people go to work and they see these things in some people. Why should that follow home? Why should that be something broadcasted at home? You go to work. You know what I mean? You deal with that stuff when you're working. Nobody wants to kind of sit there and listen to more of that. I don't know. This W is looking fucking strange. Good. The tattoo is taking to the tattoo no longer stings whenever I put lotion on it, which is good. It gets a little itchy at times, but that's just because the peeling process is starting. Yeah, I think I'll just leave that W as it is. I don't really. I don't feel like I need to do much more with that. That is lopsided. I'll just do it manually. Fuck it. Never mind. I'm using the line tool. I just needed to get some sort of jog to what I want, I guess. Hmm. Oh, shucks. Okay, I fucked this up a little bit. No big deal. I can fix it. I got this. Definitely, though. A little. That's not very pluggers. Just checking the calendar. Yeah, tomorrow the stuff will be arriving. Save booster was moved. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to mark it then. Now, I know these streams are a lot quieter than what I normally do, like when I'm playing a game, for example. But in a way, it's kind of refreshing. It's nice to have something that's just a lot more quiet. I don't like feeling like I'm one of those people that's just like... How do I want to say this? Like... Well, I bumped the microphone. I don't like feeling like a typical Twitch tuber. Right? I don't like feeling like I have to kind of constantly be always trying to keep people's attention all the time. It's nice to just kind of be able to do something like this and just kind of amble around, walk around the liminal space that is my head. Oh yeah, that thing I made yesterday I'm actually going to use as my first album cover. I'm going to call it Colors, I think. I don't know why. It's just something that just kind of stuck out to me. Like, you know what? Why not? Why the fuck not? I'm not sure if I want to keep that in the middle. Nah. A little too bristly. Maybe the two like that. Maybe that's fine. But the others just felt unnecessary as hell. Man, that sucks. Been trying to work on something in FL Studio, like something like to sit down and sincerely consider like an actual first song, as opposed to just a bunch of random shit slapped together while I'm learning how the program works. Because I've got a lot of the basics down for how FL Studio works already. But so I made the mistake of trying to use the speech synthesizer, which I'm gonna have to look up how it works first. But it crashed FL Studio, which thankfully I saved my stuff, but I haven't bought it yet. I don't have the producer edition of it yet, which means I can't open that file back up to work on it. And that's happened with like 3 different things I started. And then I started on something today and I was getting hell into it. And then computer crashed because I was doing stuff with OBS and I accidentally made it work a little too hard. And so it's just like, damn. I'm not gonna let it get to me though. It's just a bit of a shame. That'll change though. $200 is a lot to drop, but this is something that I just don't. I don't have to make a recurring payment at least. It's not like fucking Photoshop, which if you want to get into like photo editing and stuff, I would recommend Krita. That's what I'm using right now. It's not just a drawing thing. You can do Photoshop stuff with it. And it's open source. So if you want to add stuff to it yourself, you can do so, which is pretty cool. And it's just like this this has basically replaced all the other stuff I used, because before I used Fire Alpaca and fucking GIMP in the same thing. Krita was made as a sort of a brother to Paint Tool Sai in a way. Which Paint Tool Sai is good too, but I don't think that one's free to use. I don't think it's free. So I just use Krita. And it served me very well ever since I found it. Like, its UI may not be the most intuitive, but once you learn how its UI works, it's really, really handy. I should zoom in. Doink. I'm checking something. Okay. It's a little off. I could probably do better than this anyway. Doink. I'm going to be ending here soon anyway. Not like right this second, just soonish. It's 11:30. I need to take my meds soon. I didn't intend to start so late, but these things happen. It's okay. Do I want to stick with that? I guess I do. Let's color it in. Maybe it'll look better when colored in. Oh, I'm so hesitant to use that tool so often, and then when I do, I'm like, oh, right, that's why that tool exists. Jeez. Oh, what a nice tool that is. Same thing with the select tool. When you know how to use it, and you know the tricks that you can do with it, oh, it's such a nice tool to use. Like, that tool will trivialize so many things that you would otherwise think are difficult. Hmm. Here we go. This is it, the last capital letter. And then I can start making actually the headers and stuff. Feels weird. Feels fucking weird. Maybe a little too angular. Let's do like a curve that goes along. Hmm. Well, maybe let's do this first. There we go. Yeah, something like that. A little wonky, but I don't know. I'll roll with it. It's like someone took part of a 2, like 3/4 of a 2, and then said, let's flatten the top. Squish that bad boy. Squish that cat. Nah. Nah. Little too much going on there. Thinking more like that. Kinda. What am I doing? I don't know. Ah, there we go. Give it the evil Emperor Zurg kind of look. You know, within limits. I don't want to be too close to it. That is definitely evil Emperor Zurgi. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good though. That is a weird fucking Z, but you know what? I think I'm gonna work with it. I think I'm gonna keep it. We'll keep him. I just need to do a little tweaking to this to make it a little better. Yeah, there we go. We did a lot of letters tonight. Jeez. I think it was like what K that we had done when I started tonight, and now we finished all of the capital fucking letters tonight. Wow. Neat. Let's start the lowercase ones now. Fuck it. This is where it's gonna get interesting because I can't be so intricate with these because they're they're lowercase letters. Don't want to get too crazy with it. So I have a better idea. We're gonna that even the right one? Intersect. Subtract. We'll do subtract though. Does that even look like an A? That is... Let me check something. Tell you what. This looks too bold. For one, I think that's one thing, is it's a little too bold. And the little dot in the middle actually kind of makes it look weird. So let's not do that. Let's make it thinner. Let's make it thin. That would be barely legible. Shit. It still looks too big. Hmm. Hmm. Let's try it again. One more time. No, 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 no. 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 Bad. Wrong tool. There we go. Alright, there we go. Maybe it also doesn't help that my A's look weird too, because like when I write an A, it's like that. You know what I mean? And then seeing the one in the background and it's so wildly different, I'm like, wait a minute. That's a cursive habit I never broke. Hell, I even still do my Y's like that and my G's like that too. More cursive habits I never broke. I'm gonna go pee real quick. BRB. There we go. Cool. I'm in the middle of saving this as PNG. Then I think we can start working on part 2 of this. All of the what is it called? Yeah, all the lowercase letters. I'll work on this for about 15 more minutes. This shouldn't take too long. Actually, I may actually be able to finish this tonight. And if I can, then great. I'll be ecstatic. Not like I'm not having fun working on it, but you know, it's nice to be getting shit done. Like I got that fucking BRB screen done like last night / earlier today. Oh fuck me. Please. Okay. I'm just sucking ass with the select tool. There we go. Is that intelligible as a B? I really think so. I think we could do better. I think I can do better than that. So for the time being, I will abuse the fact that this is able to be moved like that before I inevitably forget that it's all on one layer. There we go. Uh, I'm gonna open the other one just to remind myself what it looks like. The A, that is. Okay. The little mailbox flag. Kind of right there. And then... Oh, that's much better, actually. That's nice. This one will be easy. Not a whole lot to have to do for this one. My main concern is, are the lines thick enough to be legible? That is a concern. Tell you what. Yeah, we're gonna bulk this up a bit. Just a bit. I could zoom this out, actually. I don't need to be that zoomed in. That's a lot better, actually, yeah. I don't want to have a font that I worked hard on only for nobody to be able to read it. because the lines are too thin and all that stuff. But I also don't want them to be like super thick either. Otherwise, they'll start looking a little weird, I guess. Oh. Yes. Place it. Okay. So for this, I found a trick by accident. Not quite. Please. Now there we go. Fill that in. Now we bold it a bit. Bulk it up. Bulk that shit on up. Because again, style is nice, but legibility is of utmost importance to me for this. What's the point of having a nice font if nobody can read it? You know what I mean? I could probably just straight up take the B here. Copy, paste. Flip it. No, not tilt it. Flip it. And just do that. Bam. Easy. This is cheating a little bit, but it's art. There ain't no cheating that. If you ask me. There we go. Nice. There we go. Alright. This is looking alright so far. Yep, this is going swimmingly. It's almost pill time. But I don't mind doing it at 12:30 instead, but nah. Oh, I could just straight up use the undo button on that. That's good. Yes. Thick enough to be legible. And I can still be lazy about it. Awesome. As long as I don't wait till like 1 o'clock or 1:30 to take my meds, it's not so bad. Gosh. Hmm. Yeah, alright. That's a G. That's a G. I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. I mean, hell, I could probably do little things like little lines through everything. G. But honestly, I kind of don't want to do little lines through these just because it's like, I don't know. Leave all that fancy stuff to the capital letters. The big boys. You know what I mean? The big boys. Mm-mm. I think I'm good with that. Let's see, tomorrow is Wednesday night. I will probably stream on Wednesday night. Because the day after, he has off. Unless he has stuff he wants to do then. That happens to be on stream too, because like it's happened before where he's like, yeah, let's do a co-stream together. And those are usually fun. Need to edit this one. Phone is going off. It's okay. I went out of my way to actually change my alarm captions yesterday. Because before, a lot of those alarms were set, and they were very like aggressive, self-berating. And I changed them so that they're not like that anymore. You know what I mean? Just to kind of make effort to just kind of be a little gentler with myself. I'm a little more patient. Which is kind of important. Like, you can berate me into doing something, but that doesn't... That's just not okay to do, I guess. I don't know. Oh, shit. Like, it will just make things worse. And I don't need to be saying nasty things to myself. It's a habit that I've had for a long ass time, and I need to break it. It's a habit a lot of people need to break. Mm-mm. I don't want to be too crazy with this. It still needs to be very easily identified as an L. Because I usually just do my... That is legit how I usually do my L's when I'm writing. And I've had some people who are like, is that an S? I'm like, no. That's an S. That's an L. Slap. Slap. But I can understand the confusion, I guess. It's a little squiggly. Oh yeah, I could take the hat off, by the way. I changed the talk, it's the talk sprite change, right? But if I want, the hat doesn't have to be there. Change it. I didn't want to dedicate it and just put it on the talk sprite directly. So I'm like, well, why not just make the hat be its own thing and just kind of enable it or disable it? So that's what I went and did. I'm happy with myself. I'm like, laziness wins again. Because otherwise I was gonna have to go into the whole GIF and then edit that, which doesn't really work out so well with Krita because it's already a finished animation. Like, it doesn't like it when you try to load GIF files in this bitch. Edition. This is edition. Yeah, we're gonna do this. No, not erase. No. Add. Draw. Yes, do that thing. And then we're gonna move it down like that. And then we're gonna cut, paste it. We're already getting a mess of layers. A disorganized mess of layers. It's okay though. It'll all be the same thing in the end, which is one layer. So I'm not that hell-bent on keeping it all on only one layer anyway. Or I don't know. Bleh, I'm not making any sense. Is doink and doink. I think that looks okay. In fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy, rather, this. No. Wait. How am I gonna do this? Boink. Copy that and paste it over here. Okay. Then we take this little bit, copy paste, then move it over here. And then bam, you have an N. Very easy. It's erasing. Not what I wanted. Yeah, that'll do. Oh god, the O's, and the Q's, and the P's. Don't gotta do much there, do I? It's an O. What more you want? Hell, I could just do this real quick. Copy, paste. This over here. I'll do this a couple more times for the Q as well. Hell, I should have waited to do that until... I got this. Well, not yet. Not just yet. I'm not done with this pee. I'm not done pissing yet. Gotta go-gurt it. I think that'll do, though. I don't want to add too much. Can't get too crazy. If I do, it'll be hard to fucking read. Legit. P, exactly. There's a Q. And I'll add a little thing here, just to kind of make it a bit distinguished. Probably add that over here too. Just to, I don't know, why not? A little something. Not really a whole lot I want to do with the R here. But again, there's not a whole lot to be doing with many of these. These are lowercase letters. The more complicated they are, the harder they will be to read, and I don't want that. Yes. Doing this for several hours at a time is starting to hurt my hand a bit. But it's okay. I'm almost done. I want to finish this tonight. I'm already this close. You know what I mean? That's a T. A weird looking T. But again, I write my T's like that usually. I did it backwards earlier because reasons, brain reasons, breezens, seasons, greasons. It is almost that time of year. It is almost the time of year for seasons. 2021 has gone pretty quick. A lot of shit's happened. I almost dropped my fucking pen. Whoops. I appreciate y'all's patience, by the way. Like, again, I know it's been a very quiet stream. I haven't been super duper talkative. And sometimes that can be very hard to watch to some people. I've just kind of just stopped caring that much about being super chatty, especially with something like this that I actually give a lot of a shit about. It's just kind of like I want to put more time and thought into this. You know what I mean? But I think Twitch in general could do with more quiet people. I feel like that would be hard to read, so I'm going to just keep it like that. Yeah, I don't wanna do too much. I don't wanna get too crazy. Actually, you know what? I'm not happy with that. I want to turn off the erase option first. I do it so that it's whiter. Like that, yeah. Phil? If anything, it looks too big compared to the other ones. Who would have thought? The V is being a lot more challenging than I expected it would be. This is okay, though. I think I'm just overthinking it. That's what I think. I think I am just overthinking it. I don't need to put that much thought into it. It's just a V. Like a bird's beak. Hmm? Yeah, okay. I could probably just do this for W. Copy. Move this bitch right here. Then move a second one over here. Kind of form a W. Then squeeze it. So it doesn't take up so much space. It's either that or round it out. Can't do that with the V because it's a V. With a W, I don't have to worry so much. Hell, I know what I could do to make this V a little more lively. I know what I can do. I'm gonna do a curved line. A nice curvy little line. That way it's still a V, but it's a V with style. Although that right there might be a little too much. There we go. Yeah. Give it a little bit of a personality to it. Yeah. How am I gonna do this? No, nope, 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 nope. I hit the wrong shortcut. There we go. Just delete. I have a feeling I need to do something. That. Merge these two so that they are on one layer, and then I can manipulate them as I need to, like this. They're fucking blurry as hell. This is fine, though. I don't... There's going to be some changes made here anyway. You know what? No. No. What I could do, though, is I could take this V and use that. Boink, boink. Like that. And then... like that. Oh, shit. It's cold outside, but it's humid, too. The humidity helps balance things out a bit. Which I like. I like it when it's cold and humid. If it were cold and dry, it would just be... Oh, that would be... That would be a little bit different. Like, I am not the biggest fan of cold and dry. Cold and dry is just asking for fucking... I don't know, I just don't like it. Nah. Well, maybe. If I were to do something like this, right? And then that. And a little swirly curly fella here. Fill that in. I'm sure someone out there likes cold and dry weather, right? There has to be. I don't. You know, I've had to live in it. I'm good. That doesn't make it unlovable. I just don't like it after having to carry a ton of stuff on my back in the middle of a blizzard that was cold and fucking dry as shit. I'm not the biggest fan after that experience. I want to try and make a song with wind chimes in it. Just the sound of wind chimes and the wind blowing. Then fade in piano. I'll have to play around with the synths a bit and see if I can figure out which one sounds closest and then tweak it so that it sounds close to it. Make like a little melody out of what sounds like a wind chime. Maybe have like birds chirping. Oh shit. There we go. Yeah, that's a little better. That's at least more Y-like. Or is it? Let's lower this a bit. I am not a professional calligraphy kind of person, if you couldn't tell. This is a first serious attempt at doing something like this. And it's been fun. It's been fun. And this is the final letter. And then after that, all that's left to do is to turn it into font file. Mid time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish this and yeah. It's been fun. Thank you all for sitting by and just kinda chilling here. Again, I know it's not been a very exciting broadcast tonight, but I'm okay with that. I kind of like doing streams like this where it's just quiet. A nice quiet breath of air. Sometimes it's just what you need. It's quiet. I mean, I've been listening to music this whole time, but still. Yeah, that's Z-like enough for me. That's pretty Z-y. Save it in here. It's temp 2. There we go. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I plan on streaming tomorrow. I plan on streaming tomorrow since the day after is his off day. But you never know. These things change. It's okay. Again, thank you guys for sitting by and watching and chilling and stuff. It's been nice. It's been a nice quiet day, and it's just kind of what I needed. I am doing something. There we go. Wink. No. There we go. I was stretching. Oh man. Anyway, you guys go. You guys have fun and do your thing. Just go for it. Take care of yourselves, please. I'll see y'all next time.